Welcome back. You are watching LVS Gaming. Today we're going to be doing this cool Festival in a Box Chaos Sealed event. It's a pretty cool event. I get 9 packs across a whole bunch of different sets. I have to build a sealed deck out of them. And if I win, the prizes are pretty crazy. What is this? Flying 1/3 for 4 mana. And I choose one that hasn't been chosen. Okay. So I can just immediately transform it into a 3/4 flying Death Touch lifelink. I'm definitely okay with that. This is a 4 mana 6/6 flyer with no downside. Okay, yeah, sure. I accept. Definitely gonna accept that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rare and mythic slot real quick. Rest in Peace is a 0. Interesting. This is just 5 mana, draw an extra card every turn for the rest of the game. Sure. Archfiend, yes. This, yes. This, yes. Yeah. Greasefang, weird. Yeah, it's an interesting card. Drana and Linvala, yeah. Likeness Looter? Oh yeah, I remember this card. Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. And then Stonebrain. Yeah, I mean, some number of cards gotta be zeros, right? I'll play Greasefang if we are in those colors. Let's cut out that. Take a look at our gold cards. Brokers. Ooh, that's interesting. Sure. Restoration. Yeah. What's this one do? Okay, that's the one that gets my land thing. And then Tatiova. Alright, well those are all cool. And then we have a couple of lands here. Mostly green lands. And a Broker's Hideout. Okay, well I don't have any mirrors, so a little unfortunate. This card's great. This card's great. This one's pretty good. Huh. Borrow Time's great. Cut Short's pretty good. Prison Sentence is pretty good. Stockpiling Celebrant's quite good. Search Party Captain's quite good. Wow. That's interesting. Not sure how good it is, but it's very interesting. And thus I can sacrifice such a draw card? I don't know about that one. Delver? Got a lot of cheap cards in blue and white, that's for sure. Well, maybe not too many cheap cards in blue. That card's good. Definitely would take Scatter Ray. Yeah, I'd probably play a Make Disappear. Yeah, no. Weird. Counters among creatures I control. Yeah, maybe the blue was kind of less deep than I thought it was. Yeah, we got some cool stuff, but a lot of flyers. That's cool. Spotfly Swarm's a good black card. Dread Fugue. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know if I like that card. I feel like especially in this format it's gonna miss way too often. Candy Grapple's great. +2/+0. Bride's Gown? I don't think I have a Bride's Gown. The Swindler. Don't know if I can play that. Dredging Claw, what's this one do? Menace? And it attaches for free if I bring something back from the graveyard. I mean, Menace is a strong ability. 1 and a black equipped to give Menace to something isn't the worst. But I don't know how good most of my creatures are going to be. Feed the Cauldron's good. Kaito's Pursuit? Eh. Exile 2 cards from their hand is probably good in this format. Hive Master? No. Overwhelming Remorse? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. A 1/13. And Gloomfang Mauler. Yeah, we'll play Gloomfang Mauler pretty much no matter what. Raise the Effigy. Churning Reservoir? Yeah, I don't know how good that is. It doesn't look very good. Okay, that's a cool one. I like that. That looks pretty good. Oh, Braid and Strangle. Crackling Emergence. Burning Sun's Fury is quite good. Is it? No, I thought it gave first strike. Thought it was a different trick. Electrostatic Infantry is quite good. This card is also pretty good. I mean, bare minimum. It's a 2 mana, 2/2 first strike trample on your turn. Otherwise, it's just a 2/2. And then it also is just an equipment that you can attach to other things. The Cliff Stomper. I don't think I'm going to be playing enough mountains to make that card work. We do have a lot of red cards, that's for sure. Definitely would play that, and that, and this, and this, and this, and that, and that, and what's this one do? Yeah, it looks like our black and our red are both very, 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 very good. Look, the white stuff was also very good, but like... I'm gonna turn down Strangle, plus a Braid, plus all these other cards. This is incredible in my deck. Halberd's good in the deck. What's this one do? No, I don't know about that one. Bite Down. That's just a mana dork? Okay. Yeah, just not really too many low drops there. What's this one? So if I poison my opponent, I can flash it back. Okay. 4 mana, 4/3, Invasion. Ooh, Invasion of Margonda. This card is not bad. It's worth a consideration, although I don't know how much I want to play green stuff. So far, Hamlet Glutton's also quite good. Rakish Revelers, huh? That is some amount of green fixing. And there's a Tatiova. Wow, we kind of just made it through all the colors, didn't we? Seems like... Yeah, it seems like we kind of went through most of the good stuff, didn't we? Look, we got a bunch of really, really powerful black cards. Greasefang is just not doing anything for me. It's just a 3 mana 4/3. We don't have any things that work with it. I can't reasonably splash double white. I don't think I want to splash for those cards. How many creatures even is this? This is 11 creatures? And just a ton of removal? Let's go back to the black. Let's get the sort out. What did this do again? Something that was dealt non-combat damage. Then if we sacrifice a creature, we get to do it again. Okay, so I can like do this and sack a creature to kill something big. Problem is, this is a sorcery. I feel like I'm just not doing enough. I don't know. It's like a really mediocre version of there's 1-mana cards where you sack a creature to kill something. I just don't know how much I want that effect. Definitely not playing an equipment like this in this deck. Just don't have enough creatures. Maybe I am supposed to play some other red card or two. Maybe the monstrosity is good enough. This is definitely not good enough. Probably not going to play these cards either. I kind of do have a free green splash, don't I? That only gets forests, islands, or plains, so that's just not getting played at all. I play this, I play this, I have 2 free green sources. Just free, absolutely free. Invasion of Maragonda, all just not really good enough though. I just don't have enough raw beef to make a card like that worth it. So I cut them. Take a look at my colorless cards. 4 mana, 3/1, do nothing, and a millstone. What's my worst red playable? Maybe I'm supposed to just try and use my bad mana fixing to make a more expensive deck full of all my best cards. But I feel like I have so many good cards in black here, and then some pretty decent red stuff too. Maybe I'm supposed to play out and there's no way it's supposed to be the Phalanx. It just looks so bad. If it had Death Touch, then we would be in business. Then I'd be on board with a 1/5 Death Touch that couldn't block on the first turn. I don't see how this is an equipment, but whatever. Blood Pact? Am I a Blood Pact deck? My card draw is pretty good in decks that are looking to 1-for-1 my opponents, and I'm gonna be on behind on board enough to where I think it's probably better to play the card draw over the Mind Rot effect. I'm pretty sure it's just a sorcery, but I would rather draw 2 cards than have my opponent discard 2. Because they just get rid of 2 lands, it feels really bad for me. Alright, well, my opponent goes first. I have... Oh wait, I'm playing this anyway. Well, I guess I'm playing it no matter what. Yeah, we'll keep it. On the draw here, this card looks worse and I don't have any red mana, but... Well, drawing my Swamp Cycler is not exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, my opponent might be a grinder. They certainly paid a lot of money into the game. Maestro's Theater's probably not doing anything. There's a red card. Not quite what I'm looking for. Am I supposed to cycle? I think I am. I'm just so far away. I know that the 4th swamp doesn't really do too much for me, but, like... It also just gives me another card that I can do something with while I'm not drawing my mountains. Wow, I just traded for an actual spell. Sweet Tooth Witch, sure. That one doesn't bother me. We're going to take some damage off of it for sure, because literally we've only drawn red cards and the swamps. Alright, well, if we ever get to play the Twin Shot Sniper, we're going to feel pretty good. Wow, this is awful. Alright. We don't draw... Alright, well, of course we draw this turn. I think I have to play this, and then just deal... Shell? No, yeah, it's this. This, deal 2 to the Sweet Tooth Witch. Opponent probably kills it. They only have 2 cards in hand, maybe they just don't have removal. Kind of banking on my opponent doing almost nothing on their turn. If they kill my creature, I'm at like 0 life. Alright, well, I go to 5, I guess. Then we can Moonrager Slash. Oh yeah, I'll play out a Virus Beetle. I don't hate that. I actually kind of like that. Expecting a spell to go to the grave? Wow. Destroy target non-artifact creature? That's actually really funny. So if I had played on any of my other stuff, I would have gotten owned right there. If they have another copy... I guess they technically can't have another copy of that. So I should probably just try to kill their 4/3 right now. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack at the risk of them having something with haste. Okay, well, that's a little annoying. They're gonna get to ping me for 1 here. But maybe they don't have anything. Looks like they don't. So it looks like I'm on play the biggest thing in my hand. Which unfortunately is not this just yet. It's just going to be a Moonveil Regent. Don't think attacking for the 1's going to matter very much. Well, that's a good one. I kind of have to kill this thing, that's the problem. 5 damage to it, 2 damage to its controller. I do not want to discard my hand. I will opt to not and attack my opponent. Alright, well now it's just a race against time. Alright, well, I'm just gonna burn this thing down right now. And then make a food token. Decline. This is an instant. Alright, well. I think that probably seals the deal as far as what my opponent's doing. They're dead on board now. Gonna keep the rest of my beef in my hand. Yeah, it's enough for my opponent. Wow. I really didn't think I was gonna pull that one out. That looked just absolutely miserable. My opponent just had 1 removal spell stuck in their hand, and they didn't want to spend the other one. I guess the Firebolt was only for 2. That's actually kind of funny. So both their spells were just stuck in their hand. They didn't want to use the Firebolt bolt on the 1/1, and they couldn't use the other spell at all. It's Unfortunate for my opponent. Oh, wow. Look at that. Got the Grabby Giant into the turn 3 Henrika. Pretty happy about that one. I could Strangle here, but I think I'm just going to create the treasure token and pass. And then, yeah, that's it. So I think next turn I might just end up, might not be casting my Henrika. Well, you know, I think I'm supposed to Strangle that and play out a Virus Beetle. Then next turn I can play out the Henrika. Splatter Goblin is no longer a thing. Alright, well... Fortunately, my opponent is not gonna bite on that. So I think I'm just gonna play out the Harvest Tide Infiltrator and make them cast a spell. I should have used Aim for the Head, that was kind of stupid. Whatever. Pass. Well, I don't mind milling some lands here. I don't really need the lands that much. It also fuels up my graveyard stuff. Alright, well, we're just gonna go ahead and Mind Rot them. This Mind Rot has put in more work than I thought it would. Is that just 2 spells? Wow. Candy Grapple and Vanquish the weak, huh? Yeah. They're on 1 card, and I'm gonna play a Henrika next turn. Well, Invasion of Zendikar is not really gonna do the job. Might fix their colors, though. Oh, yeah, they have a red splash in there somewhere, so they can probably cast any card in their deck. But I don't know how much that's gonna matter. That's good. Now we don't have to crack our treasure. We're just gonna get rid of their... Actually, we're just gonna draw a card and lose a life, first of all. Then we're gonna not attack. We have multiple blockers up to keep their invasion from flipping. I think we just want to consolidate our value instead of putting all of our eggs in one basket. Yeah, that's fine. I already got a card out of it. It's another 2 for 1. I'm just super duper up on cards here. Now we can play out the Grabby Giant. Although I want to play it when I can sacrifice something. So I think we're just supposed to play out the Infantry. Do I want to feed the Cauldron now? Or do I want to just play out the Grabby Giant? I guess I'll just play out the Grabby Giant. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. My opponent's giving me the your go. It is my go, after all. If they want to kill that, that's fine. Shatter the Oath, huh? Okay. Really? They're not gonna attack? Okay, well. I'm gonna punish them for that choice. Yeah, they definitely should have attacked there. Okay. Alright, well, land does not do much for them. I guess there is technically a black uncommon. Well, that does do that. Alright, well, they had to use their, light up the night. Thrawn, huh? Well, we're gonna go ahead and attack with our Manache creature. They can go ahead and swing at the invasion of Zendikar, but it's actually good for me if they do, so... Means I get to do my Unleash Shell. Alright, my opponent has seen enough. So Unleash Shell would put another counter on my infantry, which means it could attack past the Thrawn the following turn. Unfortunately, my opponent didn't draw their power cards in time. But their loss, my gain, unfortunately. We will unfortunately be profiting off of every loss our opponents have. Alright, well we got Good 2, Abrade, Grabby Giant, yeah. Fantastic. Infantry, huh? Well, I think I'm supposed to just Abrade that right out of here. Maybe it's Candy Grapple. Yeah. Get out of here, buddy. I am flush with removal. Dawnheart Mentor. Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I think we're just gonna play out the Hex Gold Halberd. We twin shot sniper next turn. Sure. That one does not bother me. That's a good card. I think I'm just supposed to be mana efficient and play out the sniper though. Bink. And then I can't really do any profitable attacking. I'm not going to chump check my opponent. 6 mana? Oh, they're almost there. That's a good card. 3 cards left in hand, huh? It's going to attack as a 5/4. It's not bad. 5/4 is not bad. Can't really use a Candy Grapple if I do that. So, what am I doing? They're definitely going to attack with this next turn, that's for sure. So maybe I'm just supposed to grapple it now. I do have the Unleash Shell after all. Not really worried about the 1/3 prowess. Then we can, no attacks here. No real purpose behind bluffing. Yeah. Sure, you get a 2/4. That's flashback? Wow. That's pretty good. What you got? I mean, am I okay trading for whatever this trick is? One of my creatures? Do I want to trade one of my creatures for a trick? Yeah. I'll get a card out of their hand. Come on, show me what you got. Nothing. Well, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with my opponent having stone nothing. So Harried Artisan is 6 mana total. I think I am going to do it. Yeah. Yeah. What you got? I got 5 men over there. If it's just removal spell, I don't really mind that. Sure. Right, well, I think I'm just gonna play this out. Pass turn. I'm gonna attack, whatever. I think I'm not gonna get too much more equity out of the Strangle. I think they're gonna make a treasure. Nope, they made a 1-1. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna equip up there. Oh, they have another removal spell? Okay, sure. Okay, well, taking damage is fine with me. I think we're now gonna just let the Virus Beetle go. I don't think they have any lands left in their hand. They did. Wow. And it was a green. Candlelit Cavalry is not going to do the job. I do have a 5 damage, so we're just going to let it fly. If they want to double block, sure, you got it. Okay with that one. Even if they play a blocker that can stabilize them, like, I could just start sacrificing lands to draw extra gas. Like right now, just do this, go to combat, apply the beats. My opponent must block. +4/+4, huh? How much does that bring it up to? X5? I'll do this in response. I shouldn't let the ability resolve. That was kind of stupid. Am I supposed to sack again, or do I just play this? Yeah, I will sack again. I have another land. Plus, I think I have another 1-mana thing I might draw here. Maybe? Nope, just another land. Sure, that's fine. Sure. Well, my opponent needs to draw stuff here. Wow, how many lands have I gone through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here? It's more than half. Oof. The Desperation Loot? Into do nothing, and I drew my 10th land. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, swing. Opponent goes to 1, play out a vampire. Guess I should have equipped before combat, but I don't know if it matters that much. Play a Finn, sure. It's a pretty good one. So if I attack, they block the 2/1 on my 3/2, and then the 2/3 with their Finn. So I have to do it this way. Give my creature first strike trample. But I still must block. Voltage Surge. Sure. Play a 6/6 flyer. I got an answer for that one too? Nope. Okay. Well, that puts us in the 3-0 bracket. We're halfway there. No guarantees at all, but I mean, 3-0 is a pretty well, no, that's, yeah, 3-0 is a pretty fantastic start. I just have to go 3-1 in my next 4 games, which is a tall order, but it's possible. We've seen the Archfiend a lot. Alright, well, we have a removal spell. We have a pretty okay hand here. I don't think we're gonna cycle the Gloomfang Mauler. It's gonna be in my hand for a very long time, but I think that's okay. Sir Ginger, okay. Yeah, it's a good one. Very aggressive little duder. Should I play my creature, or should I... Yeah, I'll just play it. If they kill it, I'm gonna feel kind of goofy. But then I can, I got a lot of stuff I can do. I can Moonrager Slash. Maybe they just pass. Maybe they attack and do nothing. That'd be pretty fantastic for me, wouldn't it? But they have access to 3 colors. I can't imagine they're going to do nothing. Like, in my dreams. Alright, what do we got? Looks like removal spell. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Well, at least they're not following up on it. Unfortunately, we're in a spot where we kind of have to choose between all of my things. I can only play 1 red spell. I think it's supposed to be the Hexgold Halberd. And then just try to block again. If they remove that too, it will suck, but, you know, sometimes stuff just sucks. Five cards for my opponent. Don't like the start of this. Smells like they have another removal spell. My turn? Shit. Well... I think we are going to... Oh, what's this one do again? 7 mana. And if they... Alright, well... We're just going to go ahead and do this now. If they have a counterspell for me, I guess they do. I don't really care about my card trading for counterspell. This card's not very good. We actually get a... Wow. Ooh. It's kind of brutal. Yeah, just play out the Battleflies one. We're not attacking. I feel like I'm very advantaged. They can kill my 1/1, I don't care about that. Oh god, Siphon Insight, really? That's a fantastic card. I have so many cards that are just insane here. It's not good. If they play an Archfiend to draw us off my cards, that's going to be absolutely wild. Body Launderer. Alright, well they don't have anything in their graveyard. Yeah. So I think we do just kill that. I think we just do it on my turn as well. Let's get rid of that little guy. And then we just pass turn. Well, we should have maybe attacked for 1. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think the game's going to get 1 off of an additional 1 damage there. Like, they might just burn this thing out anyway. Wow, that's a pretty good one. Alright, sure. Yeah, well, that's pretty good value. Even gain some life? And now their thing's cheaper? That's kind of rough. I want to draw a land. This Flamestoker's getting to the point where it's gonna crack soon. I really would not like that to happen. That's unfortunate. So if I play that out, they have an obvious play, which is just to do that. Oh, they also have 0 cards on hand, so Virus Beetle almost does nothing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play this and, opponent gets to search for removal on my end step. I don't really think I have any answer for that. I just have to play out my stuff and attack. My opponent's just gonna, you know... Oh, they didn't cast it? Really? It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't really get that. Wow, they drew a removal spell. Yeah. Alright, well, if I have a removal spell here... It's number of colors among... Yeah, okay, sure. That was weird. I mean, I guess they wanted to play it immediately, but now I just kill their thing, and they don't get to draw 4 cards? Yeah, sure. A Braid to the top, yes please. Alright, well now I feel like I'm way, way, way in the driver's seat. They have 1 card in hand. Oh, they play it. They play that. Sure. Hoping it's not the Archfiend. Well, it doesn't seem like it was. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything else I'm doing. We're just gonna play this out and attack for 2. Oh, they took my Abrade. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. They want to Abrade that, that's fine. I don't really care about that. Yeah, sure, you got it. Kill my 2/2. You got it. So I have 5 lands, so there's not really any good reason for me to, well, now that I have 6 lands... Temptation to fire off a Feed the Cauldron on their turn is higher. I'm at 15. I don't feel like the 3 life's going to be all that relevant. Okay, well, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Does have Death Touch, doesn't it? That's okay. Backup Menace 2. My thing is First Strike. Haha. Yep. Swing 3. This is a 5? No, it's a 4. Okay, that's fine. Not the Ratcatcher. Well, I get to gain some life now. The rats cannot block, so they will take some damage, and I'll hopefully cruise to another victory here. I'm gonna kill my thing. Yeah. Fair enough. Understandable. Don't really think I need to... Yeah, that's more like it. Haste creature right off the top. Yeah, I'll spend a little bit of life on it, but I don't mind that. First Strike Trample, huh? Play this out, I guess. Gain some life. They're on a 2 turn clock. Next turn and the turn after, they have to kill my 3/4. I'm not gonna block that. I go to 6. Oof, that's annoying. They can make that thing pretty big. Alright, well, that's a pretty good one. So we do attack both, because now they must block. Mm-hmm. Go to 1. We're gonna go ahead and make a treasure. Play out the big dude. End the turn. And am I blocking? I think the answer is no. Actually, I think I am blocking. I don't know if, like, I don't want to die to some random bullshit. We're just gonna block here, and then we're gonna sack a thing. Good game. That was a good game. That was... whew. Props to my opponent for being a really good sport about that one. Alright. 4 wins. On a razor's edge here, folks. Very, very, very nervous about these next... as few as 2, as many as 3 games. Yeah. Well, we're on the play, and we have 2 removal spells and an extraordinarily strong rare. Now, the nightmare scenario, of course, is that my opponent has some kind of pacifism effect. So, if my opponent plays a white land, that's the start of the nightmare scenario. We could definitely lose a game where our opponent just taps us down. Alright, well maybe it's just a splash. Wow, this card's very strong. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna feed the cauldron on that thing if they flip it up this turn. They get some looting, and then they make a 2/3 flyer. Sure. Fuck it, we'll just use this now. Alright, then we're just gonna play the Moonveil Regent. Feel like I don't want to just immediately slam jam the Archfiend into play, because I want to get at least 1 removal spell out of their hands before I gamble on this thing making it. I just don't feel like it's going to. If activate the 2/2's all they've got, I feel really, really good. Yeah, activate that's fine with me. If they attack, I feel even better. No blocks, buddy. No shot. Alright, gonna play a land. Gonna slam. Play out my Archfiend. Have 10 power flyers in play. Decline. Next turn, however, I'm probably gonna pitch my hand. Well, an Undead Butler doesn't do anything. Just bounce it? Sure, I don't care about that. That one doesn't really bother me at all. Sure. Actually I can afford to do a lot of stuff this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna attack here. They will choose to block, sure. That one doesn't bother me. Just gonna play out the Virus Beetle, decline. Disfigure, oh, that's a good card. It's pretty bad against me here, obviously, but Disfigure in general is a very, very good card. I would have liked a Disfigure, to be honest. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I think I'm supposed to Mind Drop my opponent here. I'm not gonna take action just yet. Wow. Good game, Oppo. Well, maybe they could draw something here. If they immediately remove, oh, well, that is a blocker, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, I kind of just had it all that game. Yeah, good game again, buddy. Yeah, that's not a very reasonable card. What? That card has more text? Whenever a creature an opponent controls... Why does this card have more text? It's a 4-mana 6/6 flyer. I stopped reading after you lose the game. Why is there more? And why is that at the end? It's kind of goofy. I mean, I guess it matters, like... I guess it makes sense, because this is an upkeep trigger. It's like the first thing you do in your turn. But, like, wow, that's... I don't know, it just reads kind of funny to me. Okay, well... We're 5-0. Hoping, praying. Feeling good, hopefully, about this next hand. Hopefully we take the play and our opponent just, like, doesn't draw lands and they concede the game. That would be the cool way of handling this, if my opponents want to do that for me. So far we haven't been punished by the Archfiend of the Draws, which is very surprising to me. I really thought that would be like a thing that I'm constantly running into, because there's quite a few blue spells that lock stuff down, there's a few cards with stun counters, there's all of the white pacifism effects that just keep it from attacking and blocking, and if any of those go on there, I have to kill the card myself, otherwise I will just die to it. But every time I played it, my opponent just either killed it for me, which is fine, it's just a 4-mana creature after all. It doesn't have to win me the game, it's just a threat that kills them if they don't. Or it just killed my opponent, which, you know, perfectly acceptable outcome either way. Now we're taking a little while to head into this next game. The Magic Gods want me to suffer a little bit with anticipation. And that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. Gives me a minute to calm my nerves a bit. Haven't been this nervous since my last top 8. Wow, we're really taking our sweet time with this one. 90 seconds in? I actually can't remember the last time I had a matchmaking take that long. Maybe they're skill basing it now. Maybe they're like, alright, shit, it's a 5-0, we gotta really, gotta bring the thunder now. Okay, well, I have a phenomenal hand. I have an Abrade. I just have 4 removal spells. This one, God, this card is just, it looks so incredibly good, but in a deck like mine, it's just so much worse. We're gonna keep this hand. Because I just don't have that many creatures. I have like 11. Okay, well we drew 1 creature, so we're just gonna jam that thing immediately. I'm probably just gonna turn this thing sideways as many times as I can. Look at that, perfect. Fantabulous. End turn. Yep, pass. Red-white, huh? Whew, that's a good card. Not super duper happy about it, and I definitely don't want to Abrade one of them. That's a great answer to that, honestly. I'm super duper duper stoked about that, because that just can kill one of them outright. I still have the Abrade and the Feed the Cauldron for whatever backup they play for it this turn. If they try to pump one of them up, I still have that too. Okay. It has Defender. You now have no defenders. Make 0/1/1s. Okay. Alright, well, that went better than I expected. It's a really, really good card. Yeah, we're just gonna rip this thing. Come on. Smack. Get one of those elementals out of there and attack for another one. Our opponent has 4 cards in hand and basically nothing on board. I have 3 removal spells and a Grabby Giant that can start to, you know, get rid of my extra lands if I draw some. And if I don't draw lands, I'm drawing spells, which is even better. Oh god, what the hell does this card do? Alright, Scott. One or more other vampires into the battlefield under control. Create a blood token. You can sacrifice blood tokens to do some stuff. That seems like a good card. What am I doing? I think I'm just playing out a Moonveil? So look, if I draw any land, I get access to the Unleash Shell or the Overwhelming Remorse anyway. So I feel like I just play a big giant flyer. And then I attack for another one. If my opponent wants to spend time doing blood token stuff, that's fine with me. Every mana they spend on that is a mana they're not using on... Oh, well, there's at least one pacifism effect. But we still get the other ability of this, which allows us to do a bunch of, you know, looting if we eventually get there. Which I'm not for a while anyway. I'm either drawing lands or spells, so I'm feeling pretty good about my life. Another pacifism effect. Yeah, I'm really, really hoping I draw that land now. Am I in a world where... it's so rough. I really don't want to take another 5 damage here. Playing out the Harried Artisan lets me block the... Well, it lets me block, but it's just not a good block. That's the problem. So, actually, you know what? It does let me block, because I have the Battlefly Swarm. I will not discard my hand. I think my hand is still good. The Battlefly Swarm can block the Angie, and then the Harried Artisan can block the 1/1. And if they have removal for one of them, I mean, I guess, you know, that'll suck. Well, that one really doesn't bother me that much. Yes, sure. Levitating statue. You got it. My turn. Alright, cool. Back in the... Ooh. 2 cards in hand? I think I'm doing it, you know? They lose a murder. Wow. I mean, I guess it's double black. They didn't really have a way to cast it. But now I can hold up the front half, or the back half rather, I guess. I don't know, whatever way you want. Of the Grabby Giant. No longer can I activate the Battlefly Swarm for Death Touch. If they want to sack their blood token to do that, that's fine. If I were them, I would hold on to it to, I would hold on to it to actually use to get rid of that land they just drew, because that land did nothing for them. Like, it's just... Oh, wow. You know what? I may have spoken too soon. What does this one do? X damage to up to 2 targets, huh? Well, that's really bad for me. Yeah, sure. Chandra's definitely a card that I can lose to, but what is it doing?
War ends today.
X equals 4? Really? Okay, sure. Okay, now what? Oh, they're just gonna pass. Sure. I accept pass. That's fine. Now are we gonna discard? No, I have a treasure. Oh, well, of course now I draw the land. Not gonna discard just yet. I just need a little bit more time. Just a tiny, tiny bit more time here. Just the tiniest bit. Alright, sack the land. That's fine with me. Activate your, artifact? Yeah. That one's okay with me. I'm gonna sacrifice my treasure to feed the cauldron, that thing. Oh, they have a thing to do about it? Okay. Wait, that's a... Oh, it's just an artifact, huh? Yeah, no. Really? It's just any artifact? Oh, another creature. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We're gonna take some damage here. Get a free card. Next turn, we get another free card off the Grabby Giant. Yikes! That is horrifying. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're gonna play this for sure. Take action. Sheesh. Alright. Take action again. Alright, well they get to play an Ibodane's Recruiter. Hopefully they don't also have a removal spell to follow up with it. If they just play another creature though, next turn might be a worse proposition. No, they're just gonna do that, sure. We're gonna do some blocking, that's for sure. Oh my god, of course they drew a removal spell right off the top. Wow. Alright, well, that was a good game, I guess. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, my opponent did draw all the cards they needed to. Alright, well, it's win or lose for this last game. Alright, here we go. We win it all. We lose, I guess we get our gems back. It's certainly what I would call a consolation prize. But I want the big prize. I really, really, really want that big prize. I don't like how long this matchmaking is taking. All of my other games were so quick. And now they're taking like a minute, 30 seconds longer. Alright, we did find an opponent. We finally drew a Blood Pact, and we have an Electrostatic Infantry. We're going to definitely keep this one. Play out the infantry turn 2. Hope that we can curve it into the Blood Pact on turn 3. Here we go. That's a good spell to draw off the top. If this lives, I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, well, let's just play a Harried Artisan, huh? Yeah, I think I'm just going to play the Harried Artisan and attack with both. There's a lot of things my opponent could have here, but they actually had 0, so that's fine with me. This turn we have Strangle and Blood Pact. What does this do? Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna transform this now. Pass turn, and then we have another removal spell. How greedy do I want to get? I'll target me. I mean, I'm not going to target them with it, obviously, but like, I drew the swamp. Beautiful. Put my opponent to 5 here. Oh no. Is my opponent also 5 wins? Oh no. 1 life for each other creature they control. Two damage to any target, huh? So, alright, made me attack. Whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. We did it. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, girls, gays, and theys, we got there. We got a festival in a box out of this event. Nearly had the undefeated finish. But you know what? That's okay. I will accept not having an undefeated finish. Let's take a moment to bask in the glory that was this deck. So many people in this format attempting to do like multicolor nonsense. It turns out all you need to do is have like incredible removal every step of the way and then a few bombs, and that's perfectly fine. 17 lands, no mana fixing except for where is it? A Grabby Giant. But look, I had Overwhelming Remorse, Jaya's Fire Nados 2, Unleash Shell is 3, Twin Shot Sniper is kind of 4, Feed the Cauldrons 5, Moonrager Slash is 6, Candy Grapple 7, Abrade is 8, Strangle's 9. Then we had 12 creatures and 11 non-creatures in this deck. We never even played the Molten Monstrosity. I think I drew it in 1 game, but my opponent was just so dead on board that it didn't matter. What an event. Claim my prize. Thank you so much. Wizards of the Coast will contact you with information about how to claim your prize. Thank you so much, Wizards of the Coast, for this wonderful opportunity. I couldn't be happier, and I can't wait to get my festival in a box. As for all of you in the audience, thank you so much for tuning in for this wonderful event. I can't wait to share all of the cool stuff that I get inside my box with y'all. If you want to see more cool content like this, please feel free to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like the video too. That also helps me out quite a bit. If you want to see the sort of cool stuff that I have going on, you can go ahead and check my description. I have articles going up at EDH Rec, as well as Hipsters of the Coast, although that might be a bit more tenuous in the next few weeks. They're going through a restructuring right now. But I also have some other projects. So if you want to see any of that stuff, links inside the description to my link tree. Whole bunch of cool stuff you can find there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to go tell my friends about the cool stuff I won. Later, everybody.